俺が食い止める。行くぞ。俺が食い止める。さっさと気をためろ。死ぬなよ、ベジータ。
Alright, what's going on, you fam? Raiyuden here. Over on the Legends Twitter, they have teased a upcoming LF Platinum equip. Now I know what you're thinking. With the Saiyan Saga being around the corner, this has to be for one of two LFs. Either LF Piccolo or LF Ape Vegeta. LF Piccolo already has one, and regardless of how crappy that LF Plat is, it's still one for him. So they're not going to release a second one like that. So that naturally just leaves LF Ape Vegeta. I thought the same thing. I thought that would have been a great pick too. Ape Vegeta with the Zenkai Awakening, he's pretty good. With a Platinum equip, he'd be even better. But as it turns out, this isn't for him either. It's not for the Saiyan Saga either. They didn't use the hashtag, and people have found out that using these little brush arts, that this matches with UI Goku. Yeah, they're trying to get clever with their little teasers here, but what they didn't realize is the player base seems to have grown up with Inspector Gadget as one of the cartoons that they watch, because in this neat little video you could tell somebody overlapped some of the assets here. They took the teaser image for the LF and they also mapped it over UI Goku's art, and you'll notice that the bottom ink brush matches perfectly with purple UI Goku. I saw some people make the argument that it could be for Rose. Fits the bill given that we still have the Nemesis campaign. Unfortunately, the assets don't match as close as this. It's got to be for the UI Goku, and I'm not really complaining with that. I think I'm going to take that for a couple of reasons. One, UI Goku is a ranged purple, so that makes him a really good unit to use against the Ultra Gohan. You know, just dealing with some blast cards, do some good damage against him. I'll take that. That's a big win. But number two, he has some tools in his kit to help deal with Fusion Warriors, because this is the UI Goku that fought Kefla. He has 25% extra damage inflicted to Fusion Warriors, big win. And then he also has 15% reduced damage received from Fusion Warriors. So you know that this guy's always going to be sitting on 55% reduced damage received, because you always fight Super 17, and doing 25% additional damage to him is a big win. The only problem is, even with this guy's Zenkai Awakening, he's still kind of old. He's still kind of power crept out. Auto dodging is never going to get power crept. You could always leverage being able to dodge pretty much all the attacks. The issue is his multipliers just don't keep up. The modern meta is insane. Everyone's just farting around with like 250% damage inflicted, 80% reduced damage received. So UI Goku is definitely up there for a character that could use a Platinum equip. The thing is, what could they give UI Goku to make people want to run him? Because he is fighting for the purple range slot on his teams with another juggernaut of a purple unit, Jiren. Jiren is used because, for the same reasons, he's a ranged purple type character, but he has far more bulk to his kit. His Zenkai Awakening is more modern, but his Platinum equipment gives him so much defense that he feels like a solid purple, even with Ultra UI being ran around. He has enough bulk to deal with the onslaught from Super 17's combos, and more importantly, he can completely stomach all the blue cards and ultimates coming out of the Gohan, and you know, the added benefit of the rush and the endurance, whatever. So UI Goku is going to need a ton from this Platinum equipment in order for people to even consider running him over Jiren on Range Universe Rep. And if it's God Key, I don't know, I guess you could throw him in with God Key, but wouldn't you want to just use Jiren in the leader slot? I don't know. I just think that this guy is going to need a whole ton. His main ability is still one of the best in the game, taking away attribute upgrades. His ultimate is still one of the hardest hitting because, like LF Gogeta Blue, this thing also has minus 100% to enemy sustained damage cut effects, and him having 50% alt damage inflicted, this thing still shreds. It's still one of the hardest hitting ultimates in the game, so I guess he has that over Jiren. He also has the AoE green, and his actually has cover nullification, as opposed to Jiren, who doesn't. So that's a plus over him, but this is the only form of card draw speed that he has. So let's see what kind of Platinum equip buffs this guy could get. If we compare him to some of the more modern Plat equips that we've seen for certain LFs, there's the Buu Duo. there's Orange Piccolo, and then there's LF Bardock. I don't really think the Buu Duo and Orange Piccolos should really count because these guys were... They're not really there to power them up because they got power crept. It's more of to make up for some technical faults. But in terms of some of the bolstering that they could do here, I'm thinking something similar to this. We'll go with 35% to 40%, both defenses, both offenses to start. Definitely a huge buff to damage inflicted. I'm thinking 40-50% because let's be realistic here. If we take a look at what UI Goku has, he's sitting at 80% for showing up on the field. He's getting another 50% if he sits here for 6 timer counts. 130%, shows up on the field, he gets 20%. That's 150, that's nothing. He's gonna need so much more. So 50% makes sense to me. Seems like a high number, but if you're trying to keep this guy up with the modern meta, or at least make people even consider the guy, he's going to need a lot of offense. So 50% damage inflicted at a minimum, definitely some more max HP. The poor guy, his whole premise was this whole, look at me, I'm smooth as water, I dodge your attacks. But if you hit me, I fold like wet newspaper. That doesn't fly anymore. His Zenkai Awakening gave him more defenses for sure. I think his defenses sit at like the mid 170s now, but that's still too little. I mean, modern characters have that now, let alone Zenkai LF. So he's definitely going to need a ton of max HP. So 15-20% will be good. But in terms of the actual passive that could transform this character, I'm hoping for 2 to 3 things. One, if UI Goku guarantees a blast card when he shows up on the field, that's a win. If he has card draw speed, that's another big win, because so many characters in the modern meta just start out with card draw speed willy-nilly. Some of them even start with 2. Ultra Frieza is the best example of that. He just unconditionally has level 2 card draw speed right in the middle of the fight. So UI Goku starting with level 1, but being able to go to level 2 via a green card is just met with the modern standard of the game. But like I said, a guaranteed blast card too. And then number 3, this is going to boil down to what they want to do, but they could put a condition where he can get himself another green card. Well, yeah, I think that would be something to make people want to consider him. It's just Jiren holds that range purple slot on Universe Rep way too well. Super tanky, really high stats, really damn good platinum equipment just to make him a tanky guy. Another AoE green as well, potential to faint. So UI Goku definitely has his work cut out for him. But you let me know in the comment section below, what are you thinking here? I'm actually excited for this one. I don't really know how this guy fits the bill, but do remember that the Saiyan Saga teaser video also talked about how we were celebrating 100 million players, 100 million active players for the record. It's not just 100 million downloads for the game, it's 100 million active people, so 100 million Ultra Gohans. So we definitely need some more range purples helping us out here. But maybe what's happening is 100 million celebration is, it's just pure coincidence that it's happening at the same time as the Saiyan Saga campaign, and instead of the Saiyan Saga being the celebration for 100 million players, it is the merging of 2 themes where they're like, for 100 million players we're going to release a new UI Goku, and it just will happen to fall at the same time as the Saiyan Saga campaign. So who knows, this could be really exciting. We are very close to the anniversary, so the developers are in that weird spot where it's like, it's too close to the anniversary for us to want to go really hard on these units because we got our work cut out for us, but it's not so far away that we don't want to try and bait out you guys for your CC. So it's definitely going to be tough the next couple of weeks, maybe 2 months, but hold strong. Let's see what they do. I think it's going to be the merging of 2 themes, but that is all to say. UI Goku's platinum equipment is a big thumbs up. I'll take it. I hope he's strong. He should help out with the meta, but let's just hope they don't water down this plat equip because this guy definitely needs quite a bit. You let me know in the comment section below what you're thinking, what you're hoping for. Are you glad that this guy's getting a plat equip? Why didn't 8 Vegeta get one? But that is all to say. Until next time, guys. Peace.